It's September 30th, 2024, and this is my first day of class at University of Oregon. My name is Sam, I'm 39, going back to school to finish my bachelor's and then go on to get my master's, become a therapist. Just sitting in my truck here waiting for class to begin. It's a beautiful day. Just got one class today. Got a few more nerves than I expected. And my hair's kind of being ridiculous. I kind of got the Conan O'Brien thing going on. But yeah, so that's who I am and that's what I'm doing. I've tried a couple different careers. I've been in positions to take them to the next level, and for whatever reason I usually stopped and wanted to start over doing something else. Last year I did an online boot camp for something in the tech and design field. I wanted to become a UX designer because I had some background in visual design and graphic design and writing and stuff like that, and that completely just did not work because I think there were too many people trying to get into that field, not enough jobs. It was a highly oversaturated market, a lot of competition. Job searched my butt off for 6 months and didn't even get a interview, so that was pretty obviously not going to work. And so I saw a therapist who was also a career counselor where I live, and he cued in on the fact a couple things that I'm good at, and he asked me if I'd ever considered to become a therapist. And at that time I had not, but some of the things he was saying seemed to make sense, and so that's kind of the path I've been put on. And he is, and I hope he continues to be a mentor to me, because I'm quickly realizing how important that is. And if you are in my situation, if you're older and you want to figure out, sort of your purpose in life, what you feel like you're meant to do, what you feel like you'd be good at, what you could see doing for the rest of your life, and you would feel good about at the end of the day, I would recommend trying to find somebody who could mentor you, or at least start out by giving you some advice. It could be, a family member, it could be a friend, it could be somebody in your community, it could be somebody that you admire, that you don't know yet. Maybe you don't know them personally, but it never hurts to reach out. Send an email if you have their phone number, call them up. I think most people are pretty generous and willing and happy to help. So if you're in my position and you're trying to sort of start your life over, I would say that it's definitely a worthy cause. I don't want to go back to, working at like board shops and making like $16 an hour and never feeling like I'm ahead. That's not a good feeling. If it takes you like a year to save up a certain amount of money, and then maybe you have like an accident, or you want to go on a trip, well, that money usually disappears really quickly, and then it takes you a long time to save up again. That's kind of the reason I'm trying to pursue something that will allow me to live in a different way and allow me to make more money. And if you're alive today and you're aware of anything, everything costs a lot of money right now. So I don't want to sit here and talk too long, because I do have to get out and walk to class, and I want to be early for that. So just wanted to touch on a couple things: who I am, what I'm doing, hopefully why I'm doing it, I said, is to motivate me to commit to it, and then share that with you. So it's Friday. This is the last day of my first week. It's raining out now, as it does here in Oregon. I just have to go to a lecture discussion for another class. But yeah, overall, my brain definitely feels like it's been taxed a little bit, but that's fine. It's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna walk to the discussion now, and then I'm pretty much just gonna try and do homework all weekend and make sure I'm ahead for the next week. This is a pioneer cemetery that is on campus, and I walk through it every day just so that I'm, around trees and stuff. It's more interesting than walking on the sidewalk. But there's the school. It's Friday, October 4th. Breaking out the raincoat for the first time. And yeah, this is a typical fall day in Oregon. Trees are loving it. Graves are loving it, I assume. I think that's a church making noise, but I'm not sure. It's finally raining on us. All right, first week of class is in the books. Pun. Yeah, I ended up dropping one of my classes because it was a nightmare. It was a law class, and it was all online, and I could tell it was going to destroy me. Like, I only can stare at a computer screen for so long. My other classes are actually quite interesting, and I've even found that, like, if you're sitting there and you're not interested, it'll be a better time if you could find something interesting about the topic. I'm taking 3 sociology classes, and that's not my major. My major is I guess my end goal is to become a therapist, so sociology does factor into that. And I do find it interesting, but sometimes I do have to, like, kind of refocus and say, like, okay, maybe I'm not feeling as interested as I should, but what can I grasp or draw out of the overall lecture? And it's like a skill. Like, I couldn't do it 20 years ago.